no matter what the video is anyway.
That's true.
But that's what I'm saying as far as having to keep following up with everything. It's like, what makes up for that this year? Like, you got to, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no heavy hitters after that, for real, to be honest.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
is there issues between you and Fells?
You see, I'm Southside reppin', Bigfoot steppin'. Zone 3 section is God flow perfection. Hating on the church like I ain't blessed they section. If we ain't talking money, I got a weak connection. That's on the hood. She said get a bag, so I get it, got it good. Don't complain about my problems, I just put it in a wood. Seen a genie the other day, she said make it good. So I wish for good health, then I wish to look. It's chief, not lieutenant.
Or something. Suge Knight. So Suge wanted me to be a secretary, and it was like, oh, could you log into my page and post these videos and do this, and could you do this? And it was like, I'm trying to shoot the videos, and I got other stuff to do, to be honest with you. I'm not just working with one person.
Let me introduce you, and let's continue that conversation. Another episode of Live on Lake Street. We got Huey from XD Media. I appreciate you joining me. I feel like this was sort of like I knew this was going to happen. Even when, like as soon as we first started doing this show, you were somebody I wanted to talk to. So I knew this was coming at some point. So let's continue this conversation. So, and all of this was for free?
From that one, yeah. For all of those videos were free for that particular artist. But that's what you're saying.
Huh. And so
no gas. I remember one time I got told I was going to get gas. But it's not even about that. That's what I'm saying. It was we actually went out there to Andover.
Okay.
And I seen the little space.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you shot that. That's right.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, yeah. That was one thing I ain't gonna lie, I didn't appreciate that. It was like, yeah, when you get here, I'm gonna give you some gas. And it wasn't there. And then it was just like, I don't know. It was just like nothing. I was already doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even tripping. But it was just, I just thought that was funny. And then it was like, let's say if I didn't jump and do something at the time, then it was like, oh, well, I hope you have a nice career and live a good life and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn, because I told you I couldn't show up late because y'all weren't on time. Like, let's say the relationship with the artist.
You got friendly extorted.
Kind of. So, like, let's say with the artist, I feel like it was cool. It was more so outside of that. You know what I'm saying? It was the drama that came with having to, oh, well, you have to go through, and then I gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not one of those people that, it's not even about a pride thing or nothing. I'm not here to answer to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people book me, it's because they like my work. They want my direction, or we're working together on it. It's not, I'm there and, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was like most of my videos, I'm not going to say all for who, but a lot of my videos that actually built up my career were free. So it's like, just like how some platforms might charge some people, they might not charge everybody sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if it's an artist you believe in, if it's just somebody you knew growing up or something like that. But
or if it's somebody that clearly has more of a buzz than the platform
yeah,
itself.
like let's say there's been times where some of these artists were bigger than XD Media. But if you look at right now, if you look at the net worth of not even being funny, but like what somebody's built in a particular amount of time, like if you look at the 2021, how much somebody's put into their business and everything, I mean, apparently I was probably more serious than a lot of people.
Yeah, it seems that way. It definitely looks that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like I'm trying to drag people, because I would still work with some of them, but I would just need for them to understand that I'm not here to just be following you around or anything. When we sit at the table, you see how it's like this is like a mutual thing. We're both having a conversation. It's not just like
it's business. It's a business.
Yeah,
and it needs to be treated as such.
Right.
That is a huge problem here. Is we have this thing where it's like I understand on some level, like unity is important. Yes, we should all come together. Yes, I get all that, but business still exists.
Right.
And we need to. That is also important.
Right.
We need to have a foundation here for this business. I mean, this isn't just a music scene.
Right.
We need to treat it like a business.
But you see what happens when people don't follow through with that business correctly? They start going backwards.
Yes.
Yeah. So not even to be funny, you could have an artist where I went out of my way, I could do stuff for free, whatever. But it's like not even being funny, it's just facts. If you look at from then, that one, you know what I'm saying, that project, that's kind of what brought the light back on.
Yep.
That's kind of what got the whole spark back, the whole thing and everything.
Yep.
I don't jump out here and be like, oh, well, I did this if it wasn't for me and this and that, but kind of, let's be real, we both brought enough to the table mutually.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was just, oh, I just put you on, or I'm in the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know, like people, if you look at that, he's gonna need another one of those type of videos soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't go like up here and then just start being like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I assume we're speaking about John Ray.
Yeah.
So he's hot.
Yeah.
And,
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
Perk Dick hitting 1 million, huge.
Yeah.
But got to follow it up.
Yeah.
And I think the recent one that he did with Prof, it's a good follow up. That's
Yeah.
also going to hit 1 million
It's a
views.
good look,
It's
yeah.
not going to hit 1 million views because of him. It's going to hit 1 million views because Prof hits 1 million views.
Yeah, I think it had 16,000 the first day or something.
Yeah,
I like
but that's still good. And
Yeah,
it's a solid.
on the
It's a
stream,
really
yeah.
good business move, really good career move, great move. But even after that, he's still got to do it again on his own. Prove that he can do it again on his own. And even more importantly than that is, he's got to find a way to do it without there being. And I don't want to call it a gimmick because it's not a gimmick. Like Perk Dick isn't a gimmick, but it's provocative. You know what I mean? Like it's going to get a certain amount of attention because of the content of the video, not the
But
music.
The only thing I'm gonna say about that is that, like, let's say when Phil shot Perk Dick, Perk Dick was already popping. When I shot Tusi, that was a song that just came out of nowhere. He only rapped it on that verses, and that's all that people knew about it. You know what I'm saying? And I was
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, this song will be hard. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's talking about shit.
Yep.
This type of music you need to make. So it's like when you already got a buzz off of something, of course people gonna gravitate to it, no matter what the video is anyway.
That's true.
But that's what I'm saying as far as having to keep following up with everything. It's
Yep.
like, what makes up for that this year? Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no heavy hitters after that, for real,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Is there issues between you and Fells?
me and, it's not necessarily between me and him. It's between himself and his, I don't know, it's just his idea of what he thought it was or something like that.
So what's the disparity between the two of you? What's the disagreement? Why is
It was just like, I guess when you start working with artists that used to work with people, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like, and you start getting a certain look, like especially if they can't get it. Like, let's say people might like your work, but then they probably don't care about you as a person. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you didn't put yourself out there
Yeah.
to be like, I care about people
Yep.
or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I guess he figured it was just a good opportunity to try to use the platform that I do have, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, to try to boost his up. And, I mean, it just backfired. I mean, I don't have any problem with him. Like, I would work on a set with him. Like, we shot a video together for, it was for Cash the Kid and John Ray and FBG Duck at
Okay.
Cold Pots.
you guys both shot that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you probably would never know unless you really watched the video. 'Cause
Yeah, I
you'll
did.
just see my logo in there.
I-
It'll just be my logo next to his or whatever. It's not like in the credits. Or I don't know why people don't like giving people flowers and shit like that.
That's
what-
weird.
I don't know. I didn't do nothing to nobody. I promise. It might seem like it. I might be a jerk, but I don't go for nobody first.
I mean, I don't think you're a jerk, but I actually appreciate your willingness to just speak openly about things.
Yeah, I mean, you got, like, I'm one of them people that I don't regret anything that I do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an open book. Like, let's say how we just talked about that. That's like, I would still, like, let's say that stuff that was in the past, like with the John Ray situation and all of that.
Yep.
But it's just, it did happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we can look past that, but let's stop being kids about it. Not even kids, but let's be serious this
Yep.
time or something.
Yeah.
Because people be needing a little boost sometimes or anything, but they probably got to go to the side.
Yeah, and I feel like, especially, I mean, I think with videographers, I think the top guys here, there should be some work together. I think that it's important for y'all to work together on some level, but I also think it's important for you to charge what you're worth.
Yeah,
And if somebody's not willing to pay it, then that's it. You just don't get the service.
yeah.
Because I think even more importantly than the equipment and all that is the time. Because
Yeah.
I know, especially working with rappers, probably timing is just like, it's never what it's supposed to be. You got to be super professional.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I feel like rappers have the hardest time when it comes to like professionalism, incorporating money into business and all of that.
Yeah.
It's like you look at the DJs, the videographers, you look at the hosts and everything. Everybody's set. You look at the rappers, we don't know what to do. Everybody else is booked at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like the rappers have a hard time, especially when it comes to throwing good events or being productive on a regular basis, or even putting their music on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever. Like,
Yeah. What do you think that is? Is it like entitlement? It's like we're the talent. If it wasn't for us, none of you guys would even have a job, which isn't true. But
I think. What do you mean, like as far as videographers?
as far as just the professionalism, because it seems like this is probably not going to go well for me by saying this, but I'm going to say it anyways.
Okay.
I feel like all of the other pieces to our music scene here
Right.
have surpassed the actual artists in professionalism.
Yeah.
Like we're all so much more advanced, even like this platform.
Yeah.
The videographers, the promoters, the hosts, professionally have all surpassed the artists, and the artists can't seem to keep
I go
up.
to shows. I see them late so often.
Yeah.
They have to hold the whole show up late. They got to start an hour too late, like all the time. Like the artists are always the ones that get into it. They come drunk. They don't know their words on stage. That kills me. How are you up there rapping a song? You're saying you're gonna make millions off of it, and you don't even know any of the words.
Yeah, you can't.
And you wrote it.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's
You
not
have
even
to.
believable.
You have to get to a place where you're making millions in order to even be able to for that to be okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when you're making millions off your music, you can show up late.
Right.
You can show up drunk.
Yeah.
You shouldn't still, but you can. And for the record, I'm sure this isn't everybody. I'm not talking about everybody. So if the shoe doesn't fit, don't worry about it. I'm not talking about you. But it does feel like the professionalism just isn't, on a whole, just isn't there. Like we're all moving faster than the artists.
I think it's more so. I think the artists still want that instant gratification so
Yeah,
bad. I think
yeah.
that they don't know when to chill. They don't know when to stop. They be like, "Oh, I got clout. I got this. I'm the hottest. This is how hot are you really?" You know what I'm saying? If you go outside, is the snow gonna melt? No, you're not that hot. Nobody's asking you for autographs. You're not really charging for features. No, you're not really getting paid for shows. You don't have no tour bus. You don't have no real catalog. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody type in your name on Google, or how many things do they really see? Somebody else probably owns your name. I could probably go buy half of these rappers' names right now and just make it a LLC.
Probably won't do you any good.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I don't mean to sound disrespectful because I love the rap. I love rap. I love hip hop here. I love the artists. A lot of the artists. But you're right.
Yeah.
There is this like level of like everybody thinks they're a bigger deal than they are. It's like nobody at Def Jam knows who you are.
For real.
Nobody's watching you. I mean, I'm sure some artists are being watched, but those are the ones that are professional, that are not showing up late to shows. They're not showing up to shows half in the bag. Like they are remembering their words. Like there are professional artists here for sure, but it does seem like everything else is moving faster.
I be seeing people talk about how they want to keep their masters, but they ain't even getting their music mastered. I'm just saying.
Say that one more time. You say that one more time. Yo.
Nah, because I see all these things about like Summer Walker and everything. She doesn't own her master. She signed a deal for like $85,000. People be like, "Oh, I'm getting my masters." It's like your music's not even mastered. It's just like I don't know.
No
Am I
masters to
crazy?
have.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, how do you want your masters when you haven't even mastering your music?
But I think a lot of that is they don't know how,
Yeah,
but they can learn how.
yeah,
You can learn how to do anything. It's the same thing. We had this conversation. Was it on your shit? I think it was. I was watching your
Yeah.
stuff. And we were talking about management.
yeah.
Managers don't take the time to learn how to actually be a manager.
Right.
The information is readily available.
Literally.
You can go learn. I'm telling you right now, 99% of people, specifically here that I know that are quote unquote managers, if they went and did the research, they would no longer be managers.
Literally though.
I've had multiple people be like, "Can you manage me?" And I started to get to a point where like, maybe that is what I should do. And then I went and did the research, and I was like, I'm never doing that.
Oh yeah, you see,
Never
I
doing
googled it.
that.
What is a manager? Well,
Bro.
a manager is this, that. Oh yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah,
that's too much.
As a manager, I think I said it on your live. As a manager, you have to be ready and willing to outwork the person you're managing, and then at the end of the day, be okay with that. Not hold a grudge or hold issues against the person that you're managing, because that's really what you have to do. You have to go harder than them. For
And
them.
make 15 to 30% of what they're making
Yep.
by outworking them.
Yep. Yep.
That's deep.
Nightmare job. I'm
People
good.
ask me to manage, like, why don't you manage me? I'm trying to manage my time better. I want to edit videos faster. I got so much going on. I'm a single parent. Like, I like to just sit at home and edit. Like, I'll go out during the weekend, shoot or something, just stay
Yeah.
home.
So how did you get into videography? Are you
Just that. Like, I mean, I've always been into videography. Let's say when I started in XD Media,
Yep.
it was more so like, all right, do I buy a game system or a camera? Because it's like I got custody of my kid. I went through some stuff with my child's mother. I ended up getting custody.
okay?
So it's like I need to change my life somehow to something that's going to keep me at home because I was a night owl. I'm always at the studio. I'm always, like, I've been self-employed for years. So
Yeah.
it's like anytime people call me at nighttime, jump up and do something, I didn't have a care in the world, but I had a kid. So it was like, all right, well, I can just sit around and edit videos and stuff like that. And like, I've been good at taking pictures, but I never really did music videos. So I did like recaps and stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
I used to go to people's events, and let's say I would go and do some like free work then. Like, I would go take a whole bunch of free pictures and just send them to the people. I didn't even know them. Like, I just looked on live. Oh, that looks nice, and just did it like that.
That's how you build a clientele right there.
Yeah.
Get your name out there.
Yeah, and then it was like my guy Daniel Sanchez, Fly Gaza. He ended up hitting me up, but he lived in Iowa, and he was like, "Man, if you ever want to shoot a music video, you can come out here." But people don't like being a guinea pig, so it was just like I couldn't get anybody to shoot for in Minnesota. It is hard to get support here, I ain't gonna lie. It's not impossible, but I ended up driving out to Iowa to shoot my first music video just to see, and I did that for free too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you couldn't get anybody to let you shoot a music video for him?
Nope.
How long ago was this?
This was 2.5 years ago.
What?
Yeah. Oh, it was way different. That's what I was saying. If people, like, that's why I tell people not to give up, because it didn't take extremely long for me to catch on to what I needed to do. It was just I kept on focusing on what I needed to do. So, like, let's say some people go to work for 8 hours a day, right, and come home and live their life. I go to work for 12 hours a day. So
Yep.
now, for every 3 days, you know what I'm saying, or every 2 days, I'm getting like 3 days worth of your work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I always look at it like that.
Who was what was the first music video you shot?
It was for Fly Gaza. It's on my channel. I have to look at the name of it, but I was just looking at it. I know it, but
So what did that do? What did that do for you? Once people saw the video,
I
were people
edited
like,
the
"Oh, okay."
video the first night. Like, I drove out to Iowa. I stayed at his house, and
Yep.
I just edited the video at his house, and then I went to sleep, and I hopped back on the road and left.
Wow.
Yeah,
And so once that, because I mean, is he from Iowa?
he's from here, and I think he moved to Iowa.
He's from here, okay. Because I
think he
definitely
is.
have heard of him.
No, he's from New York. He's from New York, and then he moved here, and then he started his radio show. So that's what he does,
Okay.
like a radio show thing.
So once that video goes out into the world, then did people start to come to you like,
No, I actually went and shot videos for people from, I mean, when you grow up in the streets and stuff, people you grew up in the same neighborhood
Yeah.
with and stuff. So you
well,
got-
what was the first video that you put out that people were like, oh, he's nice?
The first one, it was this one video, and it was this dude. It was like 4 dudes. One of them, the main one was named Fat Glow, and it was
Okay.
like, we got exotic pose. And it
I
was
think
just
I know
like,
what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like, that was my first video that got like more than 100 likes on Facebook. It got more than it was just like it got like 5,000 views on there or something
Okay.
on YouTube. So it was just like that. People started hitting me up because I got more of the younger crowd and everything. But,
Yeah.
like, I did some videos that were all right, but it was still like I tell people all the time. People be like, "How do you do those effects?" I'd be like, "You need to be focused on your transitions. You need to probably focus on your exposure, so then you can nail your color grading every time." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to like shutter speeds and apertures, but yeah, that was just my main thing for the most part.
How'd you learn this shit?
A lot of time on my hands, and like I've purchased cameras over my years, but I never used them professionally. I just like to have high quality pictures and
Yep.
video, but I never really did projects or anything. So it's just like I would always buy them if I seen them, if it was a high quality camera, but I never really figured it out until a couple of years ago. But
So it was all trial and error?
like, let's say I used to shadow 2 videographers. It was separately, but one I introduced to the other one. So I started out shadowing a videographer. It was like he used to go to video shoots, and I just supported him, but I did other things. But I was like, if you need somebody to help you hold the lights and stuff, I'll do that. That was Minnesota Cold. And then it was like early 2020. I was like walking around like Gouda.
Wow.
So it was like I had linked them way back in the day, like when Minnesota Cold was first getting started. and Gouda wasn't even shooting videos. He was just recording. We was all just cool for a minute or whatever, all that stuff, and it was just like I used to just see
Pretty
how it
solid,
worked.
pretty solid kind of mentors there.
Yeah, so it was like I always got to see how it worked, but it's like when it comes to really getting customers and getting respect and all that type of stuff, and like actually liking the work, like I don't know, I don't like to be that person that does a whole bunch of work and I'm laughing at the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're so ass. They giving me their money, they're never gonna make it.
So you got to enjoy. You actually have to feel some type of like
Yeah, like
reverence for whoever you're shooting for.
yeah, like at the beginning of my career and stuff, like I was like doing dance videos for people and everything. Not like me dancing, but
Yeah.
it was like I would be recording.
What was
people.
that?
Nothing. That was just I was checking my watch or something like that, and I was on that hand. So but it was just so it's like I used to just have people like hey, I'm gonna do a video for you. I'm gonna come and record your performance, or we just gonna stand in the alley and do this right here. Test out this camera.
Yeah.
I would always do that. Like I would just go practice. Like that's what I've been doing a lot lately. Like when I feel like I want to get better, I want to get stuck. Like I'll just take time away from just trying to focus on the money, and then I'll be like, let me just build up my craft. Let me get this better camera. Then I can jump out and be like, this is why I charge this. This is why I'm doing this. And it's gonna be an astronomical difference from that time frame or whatever.
You gotta get you a terms and conditions sheet out there.
Yeah, like that's what I've been really looking for because, like, I mean, I need to get everything together. Like, I don't like not having contracts and everything.
Yeah, you gotta have them.
Yeah, because
you gotta have 'em.
Every time you don't tell somebody something, they allegedly didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
For
I
real.
didn't know that.
Bro,
Didn't have
sometimes
10
you can
hours
tell
to
them and
sit
they still
here.
didn't know it.
Yeah, I don't want to sit at your video shoot and watch you roll up backwoods for 4 hours because you got to wash them and do this. Roll it before. If you want to get one in the shot, roll that. Then if you got somebody else on the song, have them doing something. Give me something to record. I don't want to just stand there and just be doing nothing.
Do you have flat fees or you do like hourly rate?
Like, I go off of what you need me to do overall because, like, I know that people like to, like, let's say if somebody's seen a video that I did for, Big Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they see a video like that, they're going to be like, oh, you say you started at $500? I'm not doing that for $500.
That ain't 500.
No, never. That's a lot of, that was like a green screen. I made everything in the background. So
Yeah.
it's like, so it's just like, that's something that would be a different level. They'll see the best stuff you can do, and then they'll try to bring you your lowest prices. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't even want, like, let's say, for example, I had to change my demographic of customers because I was like, I don't want people that feel like I don't deserve to be paid for working this hard. Like, I understand how hard I'm working. I understand that there's a lot of people who charge more than me. I know people that charge hundreds of dollars more than me, and they don't even do as much as I do. And it's not even a competition, but it's just like don't come to me and then try to argue with me about my prices and everything.
Right.
And then I give out videos and stuff. I do free contests and stuff like that. Like, I remember I just went live and listened to people's music, and I gave out like $100. Just
I saw that.
Yeah, literally. It's just like I actually care about all of this stuff. So
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than being questioned
For
about
real.
whether or not you care when you feel like you're doing what you're
Yeah.
supposed to be doing. But yeah. So who's been your favorite artist to work with as far as shooting? Who's been the most professional? Chicken?
Favorite artist.
Yeah.
I got to see his transformation. He was King Reckless at first. He branded himself, or he rebranded into Big Chicken.
Yeah.
He went through like a downhill spiral thing, and he came out through it because all this beef and stuff in the community, and he did lose his brother, but just all the, you know what I'm saying, like all the, it'll throw you off of your square. And for, like, I had reached out to him, and I was like, no, we need to work or whatever. Because it's like you can see through a lot of the stuff. Like, forget all the politics and everything else. Like, talent is talent. And, like, a lot of people don't like to listen.
Yeah, most people don't like to listen.
Yeah. Like let's say when I told him, hey, I'm putting you on the couch between Dolo and Killer Key, and you're going to be talking to them and this and that, just know it's going to stir up the pot. He's like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be the bad guy, whatever. They already don't like me anyway, which is true.
But really?
I mean, at this point, I can honestly say I feel like he's not really doing nothing to nobody. So it's just, like, I don't know. I think anybody could say that they the best in their own right or whatever. When you're not attacking nobody and people are attacking you, I look at it different.
I mean, I'll give him credit as far as like his rap skills, his rap abilities.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just as good as anybody.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Yeah, I
for
tell him
sure.
all the time. I was like, bro, you just got to That's when you just gotta put out the catalog and get everything. Get that YouTube. You just rebranded your name. You ain't King Reckless no more. You gotta build a Big Chicken now. Big
Yeah.
Chicken needs 10 videos. You know what I'm saying?
So in a way, you helped him kind of resurrect himself.
I mean, I was just there at a time.
He
that
obviously
probably needed.
has to be the one to do it, but
Yeah.
that video was
Yeah, it
a
was just like
resurrection.
I was probably a good person to be there when all that stuff's going on. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because I'm like one of those people that'd be like I can see like the diamonds and the gold behind the dirt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't have to see it up. Like I just know it's down here. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yep.
follow this treasure map all the way here. Like,
Do you think he should do the verses with Remy? I think he
to
should.
be honest, I feel like he probably should do a versus, but it shouldn't be a versus that has anything fueled off of anger or animosity towards it. Like as far as like let's say, like even like let's say I don't even think that there was anger in the building when Lil James and John Ray did they verses. I just
I
think
don't
that
think
it was
so
just
either.
like yeah, I think it was just like it was hostility probably, but it wasn't like anger because it was just.
I think it was just competition.
Yeah, I
it
think
looked
was
just like
"Ah,"
competition.
Yeah,
to
of
me.
course. It was just like, yeah, I'm in your face. So I think they probably was cool. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they were smiling at one, and laughing
Yeah,
at one point. Like
that's
it
what I'm
wasn't.
saying.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't. He was John Ray on stage getting his hair cut and stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Me and Lil
But I
James,
also
yeah,
think
so-
like moments like that can diffuse anything that was, that had something to, that was a little deeper than just music.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like with Gucci and Jeezy. Like I know that it wasn't perfect, but I think by the end of it, they both had a respect for each other, and whatever there was gone.
Right.
They may not like each other, not going to hang out with each other, but any of the animosity was gone. And I think it would be cool to see that.
I mean, it's just yeah. Like let's say if I look at it between like John Ray and Lil James, I don't look at them two like I would look at Cash the Kid or Dip. You know what I'm saying? Or like, cause you like it's like not saying that they're not in the streets, but they're just not. Like Cash, he got the rap sheet and everything. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like when you look at Lil James, it's like he was a boxer. He was, you know what I'm saying? I know his family and everything. I know
Right.
what the people around him did. He was cool. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Like I never really see them as like people that, oh snap, they gonna pull the guns on each other. And,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of all this stuff, because I know Lil James from way back too when he started. But,
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think that like as far as Chicken doing a versus, like I feel like it could be against somebody, but I don't know, like that. Especially when the conversation's getting fueled by people trying to troll and posting pictures off of stuff like this and everything. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean I get it, and it's like you could call it funny or whatever, but it's just they discussed their situation like men, and they were like, all right, if you know what I'm saying, like everything, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna figure everything out and we're gonna discuss everything and we're gonna get everything off the table right here, and then they, you know what I'm saying, walked away from it.
Yeah.
It's like let it die sometimes, like,
Yeah.
especially if y'all seen each other or anything like that. If y'all didn't want to fight then or anything, y'all squashed it. What's the point of even trying to refuel that feeling?
That's true. That's true. And I'm sure people were upset with me for it looked like I was refueling it. But the thing is, the one thing that I was saying, just in defense of myself, is I'm not there.
Right.
I don't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't know
no,
this was
yeah.
rooted in some serious
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? I genuinely think that a versus between Remedy and Big Chicken would be phenomenal.
I mean,
They're
told
such
yeah.
a perfect, musically great matchup.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been going the last couple months right hand about. Like I've been telling them, I think everybody's over it. Like I think you like the shit should be cool now. I don't think nobody has anger in their heart towards you. It's been so long
Yeah.
after y'all been beefing and everything. You done got to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? You've been living your life. You focused on better things. You know what I'm saying? Forget all that. What it is. It's like you see the people want it. They're going to keep on asking for it. If you're going to do it, just make it make sense to you. Make sure it's on terms that you respect and
Yeah.
everything. You know what I'm saying? I would say definitely people like Ray and the Lil James situation went, like let's say like how he was like all in his face and everything and calling them bitches and stuff. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be no diss tracks being played.
No.
But it's like, who's gonna stop somebody from wanting to do that if they feel like doing it?
That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like when you can tell. Like when you, like, let's say I was looking at the comments and then it was like I seen it like when they was trying to make fun of the situation when they posted the picture and somebody's like, we was just talking about this in the deli. Damn, there's people all around. You know what I'm saying?
Still talking about
yeah,
this shit.
still being like, oh, here. You know what I'm saying? It's like he knows when he goes there, he's gonna be surrounded by people that probably.
You're right.
Yeah,
that's a good point. You're right.
He's walking into being uncomfortable. Like how I seen it, I was like, bro, everything died down. Maybe something could work, but then when people jump out with that, it's like.
Then he pulled up the Live on Lake Street, and I fucked everything up.
That's
brought
what,
it
like,
up.
I promise you, I promise on my daughter and everything. I've been telling him, I was like, I think everybody cool. I think that if people did realize that stuff was probably a waste of time or this and that. Like he had lost his brother during that time and everything, so it was just like it was a couple of days ago from like the year. Like, so when they sparked it back up was around the same time they sparked it up in the first place.
Yeah.
It's like, not even they. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make it seem like.
I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
When it got sparked up.
Yeah. But literally, he was more so like, you know what? I'm cool, this and that. Next thing you know, whatever.
He came up here.
Yeah, came up here.
I started some bullshit again, and now now we're right back
You
where we
didn't
were.
start nothing. It's just you made it available for people to start. You put the firewood there. You got the matches right there. It's up to them to, you know what I'm saying, and throw it on there.
Yeah.
They seen them together, and
Just for the record, to close out this conversation, the pause in his response was not because he was freaked out. It's because he was trying to think of how to answer the question without it being controversial. He was thinking. So, but
No.
but the internet did what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what they were supposed to do. It worked out well,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it got plenty more views. So good for him.
No, but for sure.
You got a Minnesota videographer, Mount Rushmore. How bad did we screw up?
That was hilarious. A Minnesota videographer. So it was Def. It was 1123.
1323.
So 1323. 1323.
He wasn't even on there actually.
Oh, okay. So who was it? Who was on there? So
It was
Def. It was Fails. It was
Minnesota Cold.
Minnesota Cold and no, Minnesota Cold wasn't on
No,
there.
you're right. It was Ben Hughes.
Ben Hughes. Damn.
Who was the fourth one?
Let's see. I would have to look, but damn. It had to be somebody.
It was
Stretcho.
in the basement.
Yep.
Yep.
Stretcho.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, salute to all the videographers for sure.
Yep.
But if I personally had to pick, like, are we picking like just my favorites or just like the ones at the top?
Your Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Your opinion.
So, you know what I'm saying? We got Chief.
Yep.
We got Def. Because I don't just go, when you say videographer, like if you said music video thing, I go off of, like, you know what I'm saying? When I look at Chief, he's doing like, he does more than just music videos, you know what I'm saying?
We consider putting me on that bitch.
Oh, yeah?
I shot and edited videos for 6 years with the Wiseman Show.
Is it true?
I put in work.
Yeah. That is real, yeah. But, yeah, that's what I'm saying. High Def, I feel like nobody has his catalog here. Nobody.
I think he's the only one that's just, there's no debate.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, I mean, it's like he got a lot of subs and everything, regardless of the situations that happened. I wasn't there, I don't know. But it's just like regardless of all the situations, he still has videos, not just with somebody that booked a feature, it's somebody that literally, you know what I'm saying, like booked with him.
Right.
Shout out to High Def, man. Yeah, he the best. Yeah. So it's like you can't argue with that.
Yeah, he's big dog for sure.
Yeah. Fells used to be up there. I used to have Fells up there.
He fell off? Fells fell off?
Fells fell. Shit. It was just like, once I figure out, like, let's say I care about, like, the way that I put myself out to the universe. Like, the way that I look to people, the way I present myself, how I be humble with everything and everything, because it's, like, the value of learning, like, I feel like he got comfortable. I feel like a lot of videographers are still growing, but I feel like him, if you look at a lot of his videos, they just start looking the same over and over and over and over and over. You can take pictures and stuff like that, but it's just like when it looks exactly the same, it's like like let's say when you're a videographer in that state, like you start figuring out people's tricks
Yeah.
and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
High def, I know his tricks, and I still like them because it's just you still gotta have smooth motions.
At that point, it's not so much a trick as it is like a calling card.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like high def has techniques. Some people just have tricks. They
Yeah.
just be, oh, let me use this piece of equipment with this piece, and then we just gonna use this orange and teal,
Yeah.
and then we gonna literally like I seen that, and I was like, this is all I got After Effects. I got cinema grade. I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like I got real. I'm like, this is what y'all been doing this whole time, and then now that we know this, y'all still doing it. Like for real, you got Henry Smizik. He's putting heat under people's feet. Like
He's a monster.
Like how, like when you have an 18-year-old, because like me, that's what makes me appreciate my pace. I'm like, oh, niggas is getting left behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like when you got people that can do wild stuff, like Chief, for example, like
Yep.
the way that the editing and all that, oh yeah, live on Lake Street, this
Yep.
and that. It's
Yep.
like even the understanding of how to put that shit together, it just puts you on another bracket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can take something simple and make it look dope.
Yeah.
People will pay you a lot of money for that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say y'all deserve
Or will they?
more than, you see?
Find out next time on Live on Lake Street.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah. How many did we get?
How many did what?
We were
got
doing we were doing a
3, I
Rushmore.
think. Man, I think I'm gonna put my guy Bando up there.
Okay.
So I was gonna say Henry Smizik. I wouldn't even. I say he's really talented.
We can't
but I
put him on
wouldn't
a
even
ru-
say
we
he's
can't put him
my-
on a- we can't
yeah,
put him
I
on
wouldn't put him
Rushmore
on
yet?
my because like let's say for example, like I had people say that I have videos that are debatable for video of the year. So you know what I'm saying? I've had my shine, and obviously somebody else have they shine. But it's like, let's say when you got somebody dropping 100 videos in a year compared to somebody that dropped like 5, 6, 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to see what's your 20th video gonna look like. What's video 100 gonna look like?
Bro, no disrespect to anybody, including yourself, but that Henny Talk video, I don't think I've seen a better video out of the state.
No, most
ever.
definitely. That's what I was saying. It's like, let's say I had the moment with John Ray video and all of that. He jump out with the Henny Talk, the effects, and I could tell. I know what programs he's using and all
Yeah.
of that. It's like even knowing it, you still don't know the knowledge that he has. You can tell that's like driving a car to him. After Effects and all them programs. He knows that them programs up and down, and
Yeah.
he's like a video effects guy, virtual effects guy.
Yeah,
So-
he's special.
Yeah,
He's special.
Yeah, some people like you got Lyrical Lemonade that
Yep.
likes to specialize in that type of style.
Yeah.
Then you have some people like High Def, they like the cinematic.
Yep.
And like let's say if you look in the industry, most videos don't have effects in them.
Right.
But when they're done right, you appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but most videos don't have them at all.
for real. Yeah, no, that Henny Talk video reminded me of like a
Industry.
Travis Scott
He said
video.
he said he started at $1,200. I'm gonna be real.
That's low.
I would never.
For that, that's
I'm
low.
gonna be real because he done said he you could look at the locations in the video. He went to like 10 different places, and this is nothing against Chris Riley or anything. I don't know what the thing is. Salute to both of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's also young and getting his name up, so it's
But
kind
he's
of
younger. Henry Smizik's like 18.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I was gonna say like let's say getting his name up. Yeah, his talent level is impeccable for sure. Like, but 100 hours. He said he spent like 100 hours editing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I could edit a video in like I mean, it depends on what type of video. If I ain't got no effects in it, 4 or 6 hours.
Bro,
Like,
if that video costs $1,200,
I start at 5.
money well spent.
I start at 5. So let's say if it takes you a month to edit a video, I could edit 10, 15. And then that 10 got me 5,000, and that one video got you 12. I would never do it. Raise the price. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to charge these people what you're worth. When you're doing videos like that, that's the only reason why I don't do those like that for real.
Yeah.
I only got like 1 or 2 videos that's constructed at a super, extremely impeccable level. And
Yeah.
it's probably because I rock with that artist and they got a budget or something like that. But otherwise, I got drones and everything. I could do whatever, 360 cameras and all kind of stuff. Like, so I can do the stuff, but it's just I'm not putting 100 hours into a video for $1,200.
No.
I would have charged a video like that 25, at least 2,000 at minimum. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you have a name or you don't need a name. Look at the work.
True.
You don't. You could just be like anonymous. You could put it as an NFT or something like that.
I'd have to know if he had videos prior to that. I don't know if
Yeah,
he did.
Google. He
Did
had a
he?
video for this one dude named Nitro, and he had a video for Jay Plaza.
Oh, that's right. I did see the Plaza one.
And the truck, and it
Yeah,
turned into
yeah.
the...
And that one was cool too. It was a little. It wasn't as crazy as the, but that was
But like, let's
some
say,
similar shit though.
like for example, right? People haven't seen my best quality level because I haven't been paid a certain amount. Like, let's say if I had did a shoot for a week straight, we on set every day, and I'm using every single piece of my stuff, my equipment, everything we're traveling and all that. You got a big budget.
Yep.
I could shoot practically. I could put a red camera in my hand and understand how to operate it. And I have lenses. I have all this high. I got time coding on my camera. I could put my videos on Netflix and stuff. I understand what it takes to do that. So it's like just even offering that much is already shooting full frame compared to shooting micro four thirds or APS-C is already worth more. You know what I'm saying? Your lenses cost more and everything. Like I couldn't.
I'm gonna have to trust you on all that because you're speaking a different language to me right now.
When I look into this stuff, I wish I could go back sometimes. I'd be like, oh, now that I know this much, I don't even have to do this much. But it's not about you know what I'm saying, how much I can do to get by. I'm trying to get out of this.
You're trying to get out of it?
Like, let's say I don't want to be trapped in this, oh, we got to always, no. I want to be one of those people that help gentrify the community. So, like, let's say, like, with this movie group that I got going.
Yeah.
Like, we have people get together, and we got, like, we have about 21 scenes out of 25 scenes already written out for the characters, what they're saying, what they're doing, the locations, and everything.
Wow. You really took the shit seriously and
I
got
could
moving.
show you right now, just scroll through my notes and just be like, oh, yeah, this is this person. This is when they meet this person. This is what the background's going to look like. This is the day that this happened. It's like the whole mapped out thing. It's a story we got called Dante's Revenge.
Okay.
But it's like, we'll get into it another time. I got some more stuff on my page about it. But
So Dante's Revenge. You're shooting a film. So when you say get out of this, you're trying to move away from the music video business.
I want to be
shoot
the Tyler Perry of Minnesota.
Oh shit.
I want the big facility with you could come rent stuff out, and we have the A studio and the B studio and and people can fly in. We have our built-in jails. We have all of that. Like everybody has to go to Atlanta. They have to go to Cali, Arizona, Florida, all these places to get these type of locations. I see artists fly out of town.
Yeah.
It's like, if we ever want to build up our community, how are we going to do that? By sending the money everywhere. Every time we make it from the people here, we go spend it somewhere else.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we need to have that type of stuff here. And if nobody else wants to do it, I might have a little bit of resentment. Like, everybody just made me do it by myself, but I'm not going to just not do it. Like,
yeah, well, you're right. I've been hearing this talk for years too from people, but
at this point,
I believe
I'll
you.
fund
I
the
believe
movie
you.
myself. I'll pay for the movie myself. I'm so tired of hearing people. There's too much money out here. I'll be like, there's like 30 of y'all in a room talking about it. Y'all can't put up $100 a piece and have a $3,000 budget for the sake of your state and your kids that live here that's going to grow up into this stuff. You might inspire them to make them want to do stuff too. $100 is too much. How much did you spend on weed this week? Alcohol. I know people that run through bottles of Hennessy.
Women. Man, shit.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're right. No,
That's what I'm saying.
you're definitely right about that.
Yeah.
I echo that sentiment for sure. We got to be more conscious about what we're doing, and then what we're saying.
Yeah.
Because I see so much contradiction
Yeah.
in the way people talk, specifically on the internet. It's just contradiction after contradiction, and that's cool because we're all humans and we're imperfect, but we do got to put our money where our mouth is for sure, at least sometimes.
It's just one thing that I love about my platform and my voice in general is the fact that if you check out my rap sheet, like literally, like you're not going to find no bullshit. You're not going to see, I didn't snitch on nobody. I didn't run off from my friends. I don't owe people money or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one crossing people. So it's like, I'm actually a trustworthy person. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it first. I'm gonna be that person that's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna extend my hand to you first to show that I just rock with what you're doing or something like that. I don't need nothing from you or anything at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, hey, if you ever decided that you want to get into this or this and that, I feel like you're a perfect person for it. Just say bye. You know what I'm saying? It's like buying somebody a drink or something. It's like a good act of faith. It's just, I'll always extend my hand first because I'm tired of waiting for people. I'm not going to be like, well, if they don't say nothing, I'm not going to, I'm going to be that person that says something.
That's good advice for anybody watching and listening.
For real, that's the only reason why I'm making the progress, because there's so many people not saying this. I'll be like, so nobody gonna eat that? You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, so nobody want that? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing? So I'm gonna go eat it. All right, there's more. So y'all want to eat that either? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. There's nobody saying nothing. Closed mouths don't get fed.
So
like,
you're just active, getting active, moving. I like it.
I tap in with every platform I see in Minnesota.
I like it.
From Live on Lake Street to Dolo Hours to Trap Rights to Water Wave TVs to everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I reach out. I just share stuff. I just be like, yeah, let's blow the scene up. There's people that are actually out here giving a fuck about y'all for no reason. They just woke up and was like, you know what? We're going to build a whole office to just let you motherfuckers come in here and just talk y'all shit, and we just going to make this our life.
Yeah.
We might not get nothing out of this at all. We ain't guarantee nothing.
Yep.
Mount Rushmore posters blew up. And then
It's great.
And then y'all done had plenty of people that, what is it like for you just to being able to, I mean, you've already interviewed so many people, but it's like for the platform to just take off like that, like, and.
I mean, if I'm answering honestly, like it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's great. It's fun, but it's extremely stressful.
Yeah.
Extremely. And there are days where it's like, you know what? This shit ain't worth it.
Yeah,
You know,
most
this is not worth it. And I mean, I get that there's probably people out there watching and listening to this that like, what the fuck? How is that possible? But it's draining.
Yeah.
We work our asses off. This shit is not easy work. I don't know, like, just like I don't know what it's like to be an artist because I've never been one.
Right.
Now, obviously, I watch them and pay attention, and I understand that's also hard work. This shit right here is incredibly hard and draining work, and not to mention, like, it's not like we just come in here and hang out. For one, the mental part, I have to sometimes interview 3, 4, 5 people in one day.
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, there ain't nothing left up here.
Right.
It's all gone. I'm drained. And then you got to go home and try and sleep. That's not easy too. Not to mention, I got 4 kids at home. I got a stressful ass life outside of this building.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I got to make ends meet.
Right.
So I got to go get money too.
Right.
You know?
But
so
that's what I'm saying. Like, I appreciate what y'all doing off the strength of, I don't know why I can't do it, but it's like, it's so hard to make a team here in Minnesota. Like, let's say for the interviews, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have all the equipment, this and that and everything, but it's like, I don't have another person that could just operate the camera that can be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I done had cameras die because I'm thinking it's still running.
Yep.
And now, like let's say I used to do this thing to where I'll be like, let me get both people at the same time. Let me get like a wide angle, and then I'm gonna get one angle just at them or
Yep.
something like that, just so that if one angle dies or something, at least I got them. Or it's so much to think about.
yeah.
The
So
memory
you know,
card's
because
still
we're
up.
gonna have that shit happening here too.
Yeah.
This shit happens. Like
Yeah.
this is not. You know what I mean? Like this shit ain't easy. This shit is not for the faint of heart. I can tell you that right now. Not to mention you add social media into the mix and how
Yeah.
important that is specifically to what we do here.
Yeah.
You got to come up with posts all day, every day, keep people interacting. You got to, I mean, on the Live on Lake Street page, on our personal pages, like shit's always got to be moving. You got to be sharing it to people. All it's like,
I say that all the time. Like, let's say for myself, like I could push a platform, like let's say my smoke breaks and everything.
Yep.
That was just smoke breaks, and then it just.
which I like, by the way. It's one of
Yeah.
the only other media platforms that I regularly pay attention to.
Yeah, literally, it was appreciate that, but it was just like just started the smoke break, and then it was just more people just started gravitating to it.
Yep.
Like music videos, you drop the video, you could post the thing or something like that. But it's like with the interviews, you have to get more in depth with it. You have to find your favorite parts. You have to build suspense around it. You have to promote everybody. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like constantly, they all drop on the way that y'all do it. Of course, y'all have like a picture with everybody that, this is the St. Paul list.
Yep.
Y'all got everybody beat. You know what I'm saying? Like on the interview, like I'll be like, yep, they kill everybody right there. This is just this section. Oh, hell no.
As far as I know, we never had anything like this here in Minnesota.
This is the Women Week.
It's a daily show.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, yep, it's over.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's just the mental capacity of just being like, I'm going to wake up and do this every day. I'm going to wake up and talk to people. I'm going to engage in people's conversations. I'm going to do research. I'm going to sit there and look up your company and what you've been doing and how many likes you get and all this type of stuff and just be like, you know what? I want to interview you. Or people just hit you up and be like, I got this much or I'm doing this, whatever the case is.
Yep.
But
It's a lot. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to complain. I love this shit. I know this is exactly where I'm meant to be. I know that for a fact. And you couldn't possibly understand that feeling if you if you've never had that feeling. I know for a fact this is where I belong. So I love it. But yeah, it's hard work, man. All this shit is hard work. But there's nothing wrong with hard work.
All right, most of.
Nothing wrong with hard work. And it's worth it. And in the end, everybody will understand. Everybody, even the people that get mad or get upset, they'll understand at some point.
Right.
They'll get it.
That's why I tell like the artists and stuff. It's all about hard work. Like we work our asses off doing this. Imagine, all right, like the artists here come here and the lights in their face and stuff like that. They be like, oh, it's probably hot in there. You got to do this probably 4 times in a day or something like that. Just sitting in there, just a melting pot, just sitting under lighting, just sitting there at a chair, just interviewing people and everything.
Yeah, this
Time
is
to
it.
stay awake.
It's my job.
Yeah.
And I treat it as such. This is my job. Paid or unpaid, this is my job, and I treat it that way. So,
No, for real.
and I appreciate you asking, because not a lot of people know that.
Oh yeah, well I actually, I do interviews sometimes.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and I like that. I think
yeah,
you
it's
should,
like I feel like nobody ever probably asked you a lot of questions. So
Nah, but I might be doing an interview soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I might be.
Okay.
I might be doing a little tell-all interview. We'll see.
Oh okay.
Who knows?
With a platform or just
Maybe.
okay.
Maybe something creative.
Okay.
We'll see.
Let me find out y'all both gonna be at the table.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see
Okay.
what happens.
No, that would be nice though. They need to see the life behind. I think that if you showed people the behind the scenes of what it takes, like I think when people see like the green room and the pictures, they think it's just cool. Like, oh, they just took some pictures. That's dope.
And it is.
Yeah, no, it is though.
They're
But
right
they
about
they
that,
just
too.
thinking it's just cool. It's
Yeah.
just something cool. They just made it green just to look cool. Nah, you know what I'm saying? There's probably more to it than that. Like,
Yeah.
but people don't understand. Like, let's say from what I can see right here, I could see like a stack of like 4 batteries charging over here and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot happening up in here.
Yeah, for real. There's a lot that you have to think about to even do this stuff right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done had stuff like fall over during interviews, like the mic is, boom. Oh,
For sure. Yep.
Let me get that real quick.
Yep. Anything you could say about something that could happen in an interview, I've had it happen.
Yeah.
Anything.
I done been there.
All happened.
Yeah. People showing up with multiple people piss me smooth off.
Yep.
We didn't even have chairs and everything. I was just like, so did we really just doing this?
Yeah.
Not even trying to be funny. Sorry, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, come on. Oh, so he can't come? Now I got to make the camera angle wider.
Yep.
Like, let's say this is like a 2-person thing right here.
Yep.
So it's like, what is it? You got to move the table up. You got to put a person back here. You got to put a camera over there instead.
Yep.
You probably just got to, that's what I'm saying. That's all of that for what?
But it's all great.
I mean, I get it, but it's
All
like
of
I would like a surprise though. Like, let me know in advance you want to bring your 7 friends or something like that, so I can tell you no. Don't.
For sure.
Yeah, so I can tell you, yeah, just don't come, bro.
Yeah, the Wiseman show used to be a mess, bro. We had fucking a whole studio audience in that bitch
They
because
be
we
in the
didn't make
background,
no kinds of
loud and
rules.
stuff. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Anywho, we
Oh,
back.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
people want to bring in their friends. And like, hey, this is my artist. Like, nobody knows who the fuck you are, but it's cool. You
People
know.
phone ringings in the background and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yep. All that.
Everything. Yeah,
So what-
They deserve the money. Give these people their
Oh,
money. Give them fucking money.
I appreciate it. Man. Yeah.
Look at this. Who has stuff like this? That's what I'm saying. You just look at their mics and it's just like a live on Lake Street picture.
I'm saying.
I don't even got XD Media picture.
It's okay, though, man. Let them be mad. They'll be all right.
No, you gotta appreciate stuff like this because it looks like something.
We get way more love than hate. Way more love than hate.
True.
So
I made a post like live on Lake Street going crazy. It was like 100 people like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, they was like, yeah, they is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gratitude is my attitude all the time.
Yeah, for
so
real, though.
I feel I'm gracious for the people. I'm grateful for the people for all the support that we get, and the people that are mad. I'm even grateful for them because they're still thinking and talking about us. You know what I mean? However you want to feel is how you want to feel. That's your prerogative. That's cool. And most of those people that hate, that's really just misdirected love. You don't really talk about shit you hate, right? So if you're talking about it,
Yeah.
misdirected love.
I learned to not acknowledge the haters. I just teach people how to spot them. So like, let's say like somebody just hating all the time. I'll just be like, watch out for this people that always
Yeah.
do this and this and that. Then they be like, you know what? Damien was doing that all week last week. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, John does do that a lot.
Yep.
Let me see if he does it today.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Yep. You see, I told you to watch out for that shit. People be like, damn, they is a snake. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to tell you that they are.
The haters are important, though. We need them.
Yeah, I could tell you to watch out for them. Whatever you want to do with them is what you do with them, but at least you know how to spot them.
Yeah. Everybody is important. Every human is important. I would never take away the fact that everybody has importance and matters. Everybody matters. Even the people that hate me, hate the show, hate whatever, you still matter.
I use to the hate to push adrenaline into the future.
Mm.
But if it wasn't for me getting hated on, I got hated on so much for no reason, just off of me just having my own values. I used to tell people, nah, I want to be understood as a person. I'm not just a business. I'm not just cameraman. Don't even call me that. I hate it. I swear to God. Don't call the videographer the camera. Cameraman. No, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? People hate that. Like, I don't want to just be your cameraman. Hey, come over here. And then come on. No, I'm telling y'all what to do.
Feels disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, y'all stand over here. My lights is already over here. Why would you stand over here?
Yeah.
Your channel gonna be on the wall, this and that.
Let the
everything.
professional
Yeah.
videographer decide what you're doing with the video.
Yeah, for
He's
real
the
though.
professional
I gotta
videographer.
edit it and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to Target and tell them how to fold towels.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, I get what you're saying.
they got it. They'll put them on the shelf the right way. You
real
ever
though.
pull the towel off the shelf and like accidentally unfold it, and then you're like, I don't.
Right.
You just
sit
stuff
down
it back
and
in there. Like, yeah, that's because you don't know how.
leave it to the pros.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. I agree wholeheartedly. So, what are we working on now? You got anything coming up, or?
I got a video. I believe artist came in here recently and had an interview with you. His name Ed Stark. I got a video with him and Billionaire Black dropping. And
Okay.
then let's see. I
OG
got,
Ed Stark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ed Stark. We got a lot of. We just did that video with the Boosie in it and everything.
Okay,
But it was
that's
just
right.
like he's on it. Like he's one of those. So he's gonna do whatever. You know.
Yeah,
He's gonna push. He's gonna spend the money. He got like he does his videos on Vivo.
he
like
understands the importance of investing.
Yeah,
in
he
your
got
career.
the marketing. He got Spotify listeners, all of that kind of stuff. Like he knows like the background, the stuff that most artists should know.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you don't want to know the business side of being an artist, you should just go sign to somebody and let them
For
own
real.
your music. Because
real.
what are you gonna do with it?
Bro, in some cases, a 360 deal makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It's not a dead idea. Like a 360 deal can work for a lot of artists out there, and that is the benefit right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of people haven't even been in a circle. You know what I'm saying? They just went right here and stopped. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Sometimes you at least want to get in the door to know what it's like, to know what you can do different next time. Even if you, like, let's say if you start out broke and you go in and get a deal and you come out broke, at least you know something different. You know what I'm saying? At least you got to travel the world. At least you got to understand, all right, if I do it again, I'm not going to do it like this next time.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to have a better attitude next time. Because there's a lot of artists that got in from Minnesota and everything that got deals and they just thought that they were going to take off and they just lost the deal or something.
Didn't go the way they thought it was going to go. But yeah, you're right. The key is learning from that.
Yeah.
So you got the video. You got at least one video coming. Are you still are you shooting videos this year? You still working?
So I just upgraded honestly all of my equipment from lenses to cameras to memory cards and
Okay.
everything. So my next step is to I got my website, I got my email address, I have everything else already established. So now that I have like the paperwork and everything down, the events. So the next event that's coming up, I'm not exactly sure when this is going to drop. But there's an event coming up February 6th at Gold Room called the Big Brand Brunch Party.
Okay.
And it's going to be me and the general manager there. And it's like a whole bunch of different brands are going to come and we're going to have like a table set up. And people can be vendors and we could just have the logos around. People just eat brunch and network for some hours and stuff.
So like a networking event. That
Yeah,
sounds great.
That's one of the main things I've been wanting to do. Like, let's say I'm inspired right now because, like, my bro that I started the interviews with that I used to do, well, I'll say used to do, but I still got something to drive. But, he's on tour with Mac Turner right now, and that's been inspiring me because I get to hear, like, the whole step of the way, that G League tour with Prof.
Yep.
So him and Tay Supreme and Willy Wonka, they're all out there. So
Yeah.
it's just like I've been learning a lot more about like how the tour aspect of shows is because he just walks me through everything. Oh yeah, we go through here, it's like this, and then this state's like this.
Who's that?
My guy Quentin. We would
Oh,
call him
yeah,
Cousin
yeah,
Red.
yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
in the movie group
That's right.
too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's Mac Turner's manager right now. So he's going state to state just off of
Oh.
a whim. Like I just believe in him so much. I just want to help steer him in the right direction, make sure he's staying doing the stuff he's supposed to do. So
That's great.
so
I didn't
like-
know. I didn't know that Mac had guidance like that. That's
Yeah,
good. That's
so
good to know.
no,
Was it Quentin Lake?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Like literally, Mac and them, me and Quentin talk. We got them like not saying our back pocket, but like when we're doing the shows and everything, they're on them,
Yeah.
regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whenever, cause like that's his goal. He feels like if Mac and them perform, probably at least to like 3-4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Go to a show, go to another show, next day another show. That's how they build up their thing. So
Yeah.
well, that's our MO. If I want to get Chicken and a couple other people that I rock with exclusively, Ed Start, and start throwing these and talking to everybody about them. We've already been looking into venues. This is gonna be happening by April's time. If it's all of us together, if it's up to me, I would say June.
Okay.
Literally, like
Dope.
there's gonna be multiple events going on. Oh, we're doing a kids event too. So I started a Twin Cities free event committee.
Okay.
So right now we're working on doing free events for people because, like, we feel like one of the big things is people don't like to spend their money on the local scene. They're like, oh, I'm not about to go pay to see some local artists. Well, you come see them for free. People, get in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just come with us then. We just gonna ride over here. You get in. You probably got some drink specials or something like free drinks or something till 11, whatever the case is. Get people outside. Probably put some people in there to sell some brands like merch and everything.
Yeah.
And then leave it up to people if they want to spend money. Leave it up to people if they want to pay to come in to see if they even want to be there.
That's dope.
Cause I've been to events before and I paid to get in and then you hear the music blasting so you think it's lit. And you walk in and you're like 1, 2, 3. Why is there 7 people here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to many of those.
Yeah, and you just paid and they just looking at you when you walking back out. Like,
So you got some shit coming. That's good. What if somebody wants a video shot?
So my rates right now start at $500 for a music video, and that's with most of, like, let's say that would be one location, and then that would be, let's say, 3 to 5 scenes with B-roll, and then let's say I would put like a simple amount of effects or simple lighting. Like I have small lights that could, like let's say that would just add to the situation. But like if you want bigger lights and you want me to go to more locations and everything, it's gonna go up. So if you want me to add drone footage, it's gonna be extra.
So 5 is your base price. You're gonna get the minimal, still a good video, but the minimal amount for 5.
Yeah, my minimal is
Still good.
Yeah,
Still
it's
still high
gonna
quality.
be. It's like I'm not gonna be like, oh well, you only gave me 5, and I'm thinking about this thing that I could add in here that would be super dope.
Right.
But I'm not gonna add it.
Right.
I'm still gonna add it.
Of course.
And I mean, yeah, because it's like I just like let's say I'm not more so pressed about trying to just be like, oh yeah, I'm taxing everybody. I don't feel like I'm taxing.
Yeah. No, you're not.
Yeah,
That's
so-
500 is very reasonable.
Yeah, so it's
So
like,
if they want a video shot by you, how would they go about it? What's the
oh,
process?
so the way that I prefer to be contacted is via email. So
Okay.
my email is HueyP. It's HUEYP @xd.media. And that's it, no Gmail. People, is it a Gmail? It's like a lot of my information is on my page. I
Yep.
tell people, like, I don't respond to your messages. This is my email, but people still be like, yo,
You have a website
don't
too.
yell me.
You got the website too, right?
yeah.
Is the website just XD
It's just
Media?
xd.media, and that's it.
Really?
So no .com, it's just xd.media.
Wow.
And I got
Okay.
like different pages, my galleries for pictures, my videos, interviews, whatever. You could give reviews, you could do.
So anything you want from him, xd.media.
Yeah, so
That's
you could
easy
email
enough.
me at hueyp@xd.media. I could send the link or something.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's
We'll
how
put
you
it we'll put it in the description.
Oh, yeah, no, that's cool. That's what I'm saying. But it's just like literally xd.media is the website, HueyP, and then send me the music, and then like I like to have a general idea of what you want. Let's say what you are capable of. Like let's say if you be like, all right, well I want a video with at the club and this and that. Do you want strippers in it? This and that. Do you need me to get them? Are you gonna give me a general outlay of what
Yeah.
you want and what you're able to bring to the table?
Got you.
Like, all right, well, I need a location. I need this. All right, tell me you need this. All right, well, I can come up with this. You pay them for the location. I'm not charging you for a finder's fee or anything like that. Oh, well, I know this person. Go pay them.
Yeah.
I know this person. Go pay them. And then I'm going to, like, let's say my packages have, like a cap. Like, let's say if you want, like, a $700 video, you probably get 5 to 7 scenes. That'll probably be, like, 2, 3 locations maybe, depending on if you want like crazy effects. Like if you want me to do like simple transitions with the slides and all that, that's one thing. If you want me to do green screening or something, that's gonna be a whole different ball game. But
Okay.
yeah, the
Got
most that's what I mean. I don't really want to break into.
We don't need to.
prices,
That's
but,
we don't need to. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. No
Yeah,
big deal.
so-
You can tell them when they hit you up. Tell them what they got to do.
Yeah, like
But
let's
this
say
is-
I would say if you seen a video of mine, like send me the video that you seen that you like and be like, oh yeah, I want a video like that. and I'd be like, oh, well, I would charge this much for a video like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that
Gotcha.
would be an easy way to do
Got
it.
you. Okay. Well, this was a fun conversation, man. I've enjoyed it, and we might have to have you back for another one at some point. But you know, keep working, keep going, keep doing everything you're doing. I'm watching. I like everything you're doing.
Yeah, y'all gotta let me interview y'all one of these days,
Okay.
both, like a double exclusive.
No,
or
we could
something
definitely do
like
that. We could do that. Let's talk about that off the mic
Oh,
for
for
sure. Okay. So XD Media, tell them where to follow you exactly, or just the website,
so,
man. Everything's at the website, right?
Yeah, yep. So xd.media, the Instagram stuff, y'all catch that. But I mean, cause y'all post the pictures anyway
Yeah.
and everything, so
Yep.
that'll probably be on there. But
It will be.
xd.media, that's the whole MO right now, pushing the website. Like I want to pull the traffic more so off of Facebook and
Yep.
all of these platforms, and I'm gonna push it to myself.
That's the move.
Like I like how podcasters do it because like the Patreon accounts and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's kind of like a OnlyFans for content. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to more so get my content off of just directly YouTube or just Facebook. 'Cause
Put it
these
on
are
your
all-
own. Put it on your own shit.
These
That
are
makes
all
sense.
somebody else's stuff that you ain't getting paid for views off of YouTube unless you're getting hundreds of thousands and
Right.
stuff like that on a regular.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, I appreciate your time, man. This is fun. Another episode of Live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Faircloth. Follow me everywhere at Jake Faircloth1.
Damn, Woody. In high school, I let it blam, Woody. I wasn't playing, Woody. I'm coming straight out the south. Hey, genius, best watch your mouth. When I put up on P&B, right, that ain't he come out. You moving ounces, I just moved 100 things in a drought. You want the south side, outside the fence of your house. You talking all that, then wanna come talk it out. If you ain't talking money, you talking about.
Or what?
I mean, yeah. Like let's say I've known him for like I've known the artist for approximately 15 years or something like that. Used to come to the studio on Broadway before. Came to a Rocky Diamonds before, but it was something going on with his book. But it was just like let's say if I like to work with a particular artist,
Yep.
I feel like I shouldn't have to jump through hoops, especially if I'm doing a favor, to have to work with them. It's like it's not like an extreme privilege to me. Like let's say if you look at last year, I worked with all the work. Nah, I ain't gonna say all of them, but I worked with most of the artists I wanted to work with. I got to work with Royal Family, the whole squad in one video.
Yep.
How often does that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Suavo, The Island God, you know what I'm saying? John Ray, a couple videos. I had John Ray and Cash the Kid at the same time when they did the verses and everything. I was shooting both of their videos. They're arguing with each other over my videos. So it's like all of that was cool, but it was just like when you have, like I think you wanted me to be like a secretary or something. Suge Knight. So Suge wanted me to be a secretary, and it was like, oh, could you log into my page and post these videos and do this, and could you do this? And it was like, I'm trying to shoot the videos, and I got other stuff to do, to be honest with you. I'm not just working with one person.
Let me introduce you, and let's continue that conversation. Another episode of Live on Lake Street.
I don't know how to say it. Say it.